So when I originally made the trailer for Mario Land Rebirth for my channel, that was all I had done. I'd been working on 2.1, and that's where I finished it. Then I started experimenting more. So when I made 2.1, I wasn't happy with how it finished. So the thumbnail is actually from an older version, and then I finished it, fine-tuned it, improved it, played around with the cheap-cheaps, and then I made that. And then I moved on to 2.2, and I went, okay, I've experimented with everything but one aesthetic. I decided to make 2.2 a ghost house, and I experimented with the semi-solid platform aesthetic as much as I could. And I loved what I was able to do with it, because you look really hard and you're like, hang on, this is terrible. I made a level in a game that never had a ghost house into a ghost house rather than just making it a generic grassland level. And this is still one of the things I am the most proud of doing. And I need to focus less on the level and more on the boost. I'm so glad that I did, because my goodness. Okay, lanterns. That was my indicator to go down. Yes. I had fun with this. So every time I wanted to make things a little bit different, I spiced up the atmosphere as well. I put jellyfish in the blocks, I put clouds in the blocks. Oh, it's all coming back to me now. You're a butt, and those are blocks. And I'm going through, actually, jellyfish. So I'm super chuffed. I'm super chuffed. Now, did I put anything down here? Other than my corpse, if I keep running into the booze. Yeah. Awesome! So if you can take the shortcut and bother to check the pipe, 2.2 isn't too bad. And then you get to 2.3, and literally right off the bat, Kamek. And here's a butt. Now the fun thing about this, you've got a locked door there. That's not just an aesthetic choice, and also we've got flaming cheap-cheaps. That's not just an aesthetic choice. It is very possible to get the key. And it is also possible to then scroll back to the start of the level and go through there, and it literally drops you at the axe. It is very possible to beat this level in 10 seconds. Nobody worked it out. I don't think. I'll need to double check, but yeah, I don't believe anyone worked it out. But yes, so the first Sky Pop level in Mario Land I remade as a water level because I figured that was the easiest way to do like a submarine kind of thing. And the clown car worked really well for it. Hold B! I was a cheese wheel with writing things in text. I'm not even gonna pretend. I will say some of the creativity I got into with some of these levels does kind of dwarf the stuff that I've worked on over the last 2 days. But to be fair, if I got too crazy with it, it was not going to work. And I'm still very pleased with what I've come up with. I think this screams of someone who was in a bad way and was channeling all of their hyper-focus into a really, really safe place. And I know that is exactly what Mario Maker did for me, so like, there is... the charm this level has to it is just ballistic. Daisy! Next level game! No. Don't talk about Daisy, she's actually a spider. Anywho's, time for the boss. Bowser Jr., but now he can fly. Oh, and Kamek's there as well. So hilariously, you can make Kamek spawn in front of the axe, and if he spawns in front of the axe, it is guaranteed that his magic will hit the axe first. And if it does, the axe disappears. So I deliberately put Kamek in front of the axe, so that when the boss fight starts, there is no axe, which forces you to fight someone. Now we're on to 3-1. Enter the grassland, and I do love it, and there's a lot of Goombas. Now, if I can find it... This is one of the things I am very proud of. You may also notice it hasn't run out yet. Still hasn't run out yet. Now if I jump to the platform and let it carry me across, I worked out how to stretch out the range of the music, and I was super proud of myself for it. If you lay them around in a space, you can effectively make a box and box in the music. So if you go outside the box, then the music stops. But if you lay it out in such a way that it's constantly on screen and you're not touching it, it stops the music from resetting. I tried to replicate it in 4.2, and I couldn't get it running reliably because of the fact that it overlapped with the P-switch too much. So I ended up just not quite using it the way I intended. But nevertheless, it was there, and I missed the platform completely. That was a bit of a bummer. But now we're back over here again. Here's the mushroom, jump on his head. Here's the mushroom, he's dead. Here's the mushroom, I'm going over here. There is a flower over here. And you all know what that means. See, I've told you the trade secrets now, I can't let you live. It means there's a secret passage. Which is also the midpoint. I'm such a dork. Now the reason that's important is because that platform section I had before, I deliberately made a blind jump to make it seem like there was no way to get across, unless you experimented. Because again, when you're sitting on top of the pipe, the platform disappears completely. But if you're next to it, you can just see it. I knew I used the spike top somewhere. But yeah, so that way it sort of forced the illusion of the level being longer by forcing you to explore the pipes. And if by that point you hadn't worked out something was going on, you might pick up on it by that point. I knew I used Thwomp somewhere, and I knew the Wigglers were prevalent in this level. Now, did I put a block under here for anything? No. Now the most annoying and also most necessary thing I had to do to be true to World 3.1. Riding on boulders. Eeh. Doesn't translate into Mario Maker very well now, does it? When you're dealing with buzzy beetles and surfing, this is why I don't main Piranha Plant. Okay, and of course no flower, so nothing doing. I also like the fact that the Thwomp doesn't actually show up until you put him on screen, which really pushes you to be aware of what's going on. That's what I needed. This is my workaround. Because I like riding on the Buzzy Beetle, but I've only got one life left and I'm really not going to risk it at this point. Because now we're up to the last world of the second batch, which is 3-2. And this one... Yes! Another underground level! I love this one. Doomba doomba doomba. This is when I started getting very creative and went, okay, so the last 2 level I did was a haunted house, and the one I did before that was an airship. Let's put more UFOs down. This is what I was thinking of! Yes! Game! Wait for it. Boy! Now, if I remember correctly, 1, 2... Knew one of them was good. Here we go. No! What you do? Okay. Nothing doing, nothing doing. A big chunky. And like the good thing about coming out there is you see the cloud, which means you know there's gonna be another vine there. Which is important. For something. I know there was a reason I did that. I thought there was a reason I did that. Maybe I was just having fun. To be fair, maybe I was just having fun. I can't rightly remember. I forgot how much I loved using thwomps. I was convinced I barely used them at all. Whoa! Okay. Sure thing, game. If you say so. Eat. Eat. Thank you. Wiggler being wiggler being wiggler. Whoop. Nope. Checkpoint. Wiggler. I feel like the bottom was good for something. No, no, no. It's good for death. It's good for death, and I do not want. E. 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 Oh, that's right. E. 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 I had way too much fun making that staircase. That was nostalgic. I haven't played that level in years.